Hey everyone, welcome to Inside the AI. I'm your host, the Data Doc. Today we're going to be talking through making AI assistants, why they're important, what they can do for you, and how it will help your automation. So first, I find the easiest way to make the prompts for the AI assistants is to use ChatGPT. So we're going to use ChatGPT in this process. The first thing I want to mention is when you come down to this website, this is platforms.openai.com. You'll enter this area and you can see along the side, you have your tabs. You enter the playground, and in the playground, you have your assistants here. Your assistants can be managed right to the right of this tab where it says assistants. You have your you have the name assistants here, but underneath that where this highlights is your assistants. You can go up and down through them. So when I click here, these are all the assistants I've made. And so what I do is I take the structure of the old posts or the old prompts, and I use that to create the next prompt. And what I found is that you can't copy and paste this into ChatGPT. Let's test it out so you can see what I mean. If you copy this and you paste it into ChatGPT, and now you go in and you tell it, create a new prompt from this information for a Facebook page. It's going to get confused. I've done this many times and it's very frustrating because the AI is reading this and it thinks you're giving it a prompt. So this way won't work. So the way I found to get that to work, it's kind of like a little hack, is what I do is I go here and instead of doing that, I open this up. And this is a pretty long one. So this is a good example. I'll take a snapshot of this. And instead of copying and pasting it, I'm copying the picture into ChatGPT. So I have one picture. I pull up the other one back. So I go down here. I go down to just where it was at. So I see it's at 15, 5 to 15, this word right here. So about right there. And then I take one more snippet. So I get the entire thing. And I copy and paste that in the same format. And then what I do is I give it this prompt right here. You are a prompt engineer. I am providing 2 pictures of one prompt. The second picture is a continuation of the first. I don't know why this. Please, always ask please because you want to be nice to your AI. Please rewrite a new prompt based on this format. The new prompt is for an email assistant. Now, if you want to be very creative and smart, what I would do is I would copy this and put it in a Word document. So anytime I want to do this, I have the pictures already made. I can copy the pictures and put them in. And then all I have to do is keep this the same and only change this last part right here to whatever you want it to be. So you can keep it the same. And instead of it saying email assistant, you can change it to Facebook, Instagram, your blog poster, anything you want it to be, it will work. Now let's test it out and let's see how it comes out. We got it thinking now. And now it works really well. And so to me, I found that that was a very effective way to get the AI to understand and make the prompt. If you're feeding it the prompt, it's going to get confused and it's not going to work properly. So this is a really good method. And I hope this video, this part helps someone. I was struggling. It was very frustrating because I would put in the prompt and the AI would get confused because it's trying to make a new prompt. So as I go off on a tangent, let's go back to the AI assistant. So I'm not going to create a new one, but essentially if you wanted to create a new one, you can hit create an assistant. Actually, let's create a new one. Maybe that one was a little better. So now let's do another email assistant. Dude, let's name it email assistant 2. And then what we can do is we copy and paste this down. We promise this is a really good prompt too. So now it has a lot of the information. So it's so good that when you have to make modifications to it, if you just write what I told you to write for the AI, to ChatGPT, it's going to give you a very detailed and precise prompt of what you want. Now, what's important to note, this is a new AI assistant, but it's using ChatGPT off of this prompt. Now, if you're not getting things you want or it's not creative enough, you have to scroll down on the left. So this bar goes down, and this right here is very important. The temperature. So let's talk to the temperature. The temperature is a setting, and it allows the AI to be random and response generation, right? If you lower this to 0, the AI's response is going to be more predictable and more conservative. But if you increase this to like all the way to 1, it's going to show like you're really willing to take risks, and it's going to have a higher level of variability. So being in the middle is going to allow it a good response. Typically for anything professional, I take this and I lower it down to about 7.5 to 8. The reason is if it's being too creative, this is where you're going to get the AI that becomes very random and it just continues to ramble and talk. When I say talk, write out text. And then what happens is people know it's the AI. If you keep it around 7.5 to 8, 0.75 to 8, it's going to keep it very structured, but it's going to do it in a way that isn't random and people aren't going to know it's AI. The the top P score, it's another method to control the randomness, right? And the way this does is it focuses more on probability of the mass potential of the response, right? So what's the probability of the overall response, not that small little context? And so what this means is if this is closer to 0, then the model is going to consider only the most likely words that lead to the more determinable output. So it's going to like determine what needs to be outputted and give you the most likely words that stick to it. But if you put it more towards 1, where it was, it's going to give you a more broad sense of range. It's going to increase the generated text. So you're going to get random rambling like I do, like right now, right? So my score is a 1 right now because I just keep rambling. So what I want to do is I want to lower this to about 8, 8.5, somewhere in there. And typically that is going to give you a really good response. And then you don't even need to save this. You can just go back out and now you're good to go. Yeah. So it was that simple. Just go to this website. I'll put the website I'll put this website in the description below. I wish I could put the screenshots in the picture below, but what I'll do is I'll put the screenshots in my school community. And if you want to take the screenshots, you can go over to the school community. But what I'll do is I'll open this up and I'll give you a second to take a screenshot. So it will even read the screenshot on YouTube. So take a screenshot of this part and then I'll lower it, take a screenshot of this part, and then just do the steps I told you, and you'll have a perfect assistant in minutes. Thanks for watching. I hope this video provided you some value. You can rapidly create these if you do these steps, and it's going to allow you to scale your automation. So when you're recreating prompts and you're getting frustrated because you just made the same prompt, this will allow you to use an assistant and then you already have the automation created. So I hope you have value in this. Like and subscribe. I look forward to hearing some comments. If you have something you need me to work on, put it in the comments. I will create your own custom automation and send you the JSON file. Just let me know what you need worked on. I'm the Data Doc. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.